So, there's a question being asked: why don't guys approach women anymore? Why don't guys want to get in relationships with women anymore? Why don't guys want to talk to women anymore? We do want to talk to women, right? We do want to approach women. And we hear that women say that they want us to approach them. But there's something that women just can't fathom, that guys, especially average guys like me, I'm the average guy, we do not want to be a villain in your story, or the center of your joke, the butt of your joke, as I said, right? We don't want you to use us so you can entertain your friends or get a hype on your friends. Yeah, I dub that, and I dub him, and I curve him, and he want me, and he's a stalker, and we don't want, oh, Pharaoh. We saw the gym videos where girls complain that a guy looked at them, and guys say hi to them in the parking lot. We saw all the stuff, and we don't want to be the butt of your jokes. We saw the Me Too movement. We saw it all, right? But in general, what I learned from my perspective is that girls love to tell this over dramatic story, right? Everything is a SA, and everything is a potential bear in the woods kind of type story. Everything with women. Nothing is a normal reaction anymore in this generation. And that's why you see a lot of the guys going to older women, because even though older women has the ways that people complain about, like they're stuck in the ways, masculine or whatever, we realize that they're more human than the younger women. They're like, in a sense, like if we say, hey, how you doing? They're not gonna be like, oh, why are you guys always coming up to me? I have my haircut to my... They're not doing all the over dramatic stuff. They're having more likely to have a normal human. If they're not attractive, like I'm not attractive, and I'm not attracted, and keep it pushing, and it'll feel like a human experience, and rejection won't feel like a possible jail sentence. But girls, it's only after they did what they did and realized that the people that entertain is no longer there, realize that why they even did that in the first place. What was the purpose of telling this extravagant, nonsensical story? And we know that girls love stories, like, because they run to TikTok and they tell a story. Oh, he went on a date, but he only tipped $20, and what kind of man didn't hold the door? And everything is a problem, and everything's a story, because you want attention. You want attention, and you have nothing else going on for you. And we do not, sorry about that, do not want to be the center of the drama. And we know that since we're not the antagonist, we're not you, we're gonna be the villain, the demon. All this nasty stuff that you're trying to push on us, we're not with it. We're not, right? I had very, very personal stories, and it's one thing that I remember this video of this pimp. He said that never try to talk to the girl that don't want you, because if you try to do that, you're just gonna bring yourself trouble. Like if a girl, like once a girl has made it up in your mind that you're not him, like the best thing to do is just cold turkey, just detach, because what happened is everything is gonna be something that it's not, right? If you say good morning every morning, she's gonna say, yo, he's saying good morning to me every morning. It's a problem. Everything is something that is not, right? And we have to be mindful as men that, okay, it's not what happened, but what can you possibly tell people that happened? And we believe you're gonna go above and over. Look at Megan Thee Stallion with Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson just said, yo, I just don't want to be monogamous. And then she started telling the whole story. Well, he did this and he did that. And then we look at all the women that make false accusations against men because, like, you know what I mean? Because they didn't like the ending. Like, look at how Brittany Renner, if you see the story of Brittany Renner and her baby daddy, PJ Washington, he moved on and he married the next woman. And then she just making up stories because she want to win the court case. She want to come out on top because her life is not going well. And she heard that he got like this hundreds of millions of dollars from the NBA. So she's like, in her mind is, what can she do to win, right? And from historically, women do not want to come out the loser. right? They do not want to come out a loser in this. They do not. The worst thing you can do is level up after a woman, right? And the second worst thing you could do is make her the villain in her story, because in her mind, it's all the stories, all the dramatic. They watch K-drama all the time, and they watch Bad Girl Club and all this stuff. And if you pay attention to that, it's all ridiculous story. Yo, you want to fight? Come outside. And K-drama is even worse. So even a woman that's not ghetto or not like out there trying to be ratchet or fighty and whatever, they're even worse because they watch K-drama. And if you ever see a K-drama on a drama app, it's always some ridiculous story, like over the top. Like this one girl's story where her family deleted her and she stayed in a room for months because they don't believe that she was actually deleted. Like, you know what I mean? They starved her. And they're like, oh, God, she's just faking it. And only when the body starts smelling out down the block, they're like, oh, okay, I guess, what have I done? Oh, no. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen a video posted that's right now, how girls will demonize men when they don't like them, from the movie Twilight. Everybody watched Twilight, right? And this clip is going viral on TikTok with Jacob and Edwards. Now the girl, she like Jacob the vampire, but she don't like Edward the werewolf. Now Edward the werewolf, he's that dude. He's the alpha of his pack. He's him, right? But she just ain't feeling Edward. And probably she would be feeling Edward if Jacob didn't come to the picture. Because once women feel like they find a better guy, they would treat you like how they treat you. Put a pin in it, because she did the same thing to the actor in real life. But put a pin in that. There's a part of the movie where Jacob is trying to talk to her, but she's like, oh, you're a monster. You are a girderer, right? I can't see myself with you because you deleted people. No. She's like, and he's like, you judging me off of that? And then they clip to a next clip where Edward was telling her, you don't want to be with me. I'm a monster. I deleted people. I did everything that she say that she don't want to be with Jacob for. He said he did that. And she like, well, I can look past it. Like, you know what I mean? I still want to do it. And that's it. 1, 2 will create the story that you don't want to be there. Right? It is what it is. Right? And you just gotta say, okay, it is what it is. And in the end of the day is, our life will be better without you. You don't think so, but we know so. Oh, we know so. I almost go to the store right there. I ain't going to buy flowers. So yeah, we know what it is. You know what I mean? Like when you realize that if you got with that girl and she's that dramatic kind of girl, you know what I mean? Everything is possible for the store. What am I doing? There's no po-po here. Why am I stopping at these stop signs? Yeah, I'm stopping at the stop signs, but there's no po-po. No, but who gonna stop me, huh? Kanye West. Who gonna stop me, huh? Like, you know what I mean? Stop for what? I mean. So yeah. Just don't incriminate me. So yeah, that's what it is. Like, you know what I mean? And girls, y'all don't know that y'all do this. Take a second and look into the mirror and take time to yourself and say, do I really do this? And then start thinking about a guy from like 5 to 10 years ago that, you know, he was a cool guy, but he's no longer in your life. You're like, what happened? Did I? And then ask yourself, did you tell story? And think, did you? Most likely you did. Your destination is on the right. I gotta go.